Here this morning at Whirlwind Family Farm, I want to show you something. About 3 weeks ago, we had a video where we planted some carrots. If you go back and look at our history, go into video, long form video, not our shorts, and you'll see when I went in, I used the earthway seeder, I prepped a bed, went through the whole prepping procedure, and then came in with the earthway seeder and planted carrots. But I want to show you something this morning. And before I turn the camera around and show you, I want to remind you of something about carrots. If you have smaller raised beds at home, and I've seen people do this and it works great, is you must keep carrots wet and moist the entire time that they're germinating, because if they ever dry out, they will not germinate. You've wasted those seeds and they just will not grow. So people will take in high or in the raised beds, they'll put the seeds down. They just need to be 1/4 of an inch deep. They'll get a 2x4, 2x6, some board, lay it on top of that row where they planted those carrots just to keep that soil locked in. Great idea. I think it works beautifully, especially on raised beds. You can do it on a ground bed as well. But either way, you've got to keep those carrot seeds absolutely moist and absolutely wet. If not, they just will not germinate. And we have found that out the hard way out here many times. But let me flip the camera around. We kept these absolutely saturated for 8 to 9 days. If you could see, there's a few gaps in there, but we've had about a 85 to 90% germination rate, and they're doing pretty well. So they're on their way to becoming carrots. And I always say the two things that you really need for carrot is very soft, malleable soil, and make sure you can go in with a broad fork. If it's in a raised bed, that's simple to do because raised beds typically don't get that much compaction. So you can just go in with a little hand fork or a garden fork. The same thing if you're planting in ground. You just want to make sure and loosen that soil. You don't want to come in with a rotiller on the ground and flip that soil up and dry it out. It defeats the whole purpose of no-till. But we'll come in with a garden fork, broad fork, make sure that soil is soft. Then, once you have it perfectly smooth, you can come in and plant those seeds. You can do it with your finger. We have to do it because of the volume and the length of our beds. We use our little earthway seeder to plant our seeds out here. But I just wanted to show you that germination can happen with carrots, but the key is there again, that 8 or 9 days of keeping them moist, keeping them wet, and you have a much better chance. And again, whether you're putting a row cover, some people will put row covers. We don't do that out here because we find that more labor intensive than just coming out and turning on the drip lines, as well as doing a couple of physical top watering each day to keep these beds wet. So there is those rows that have just germinated. And I'll show you around the corner here. We have a second 50-foot, 30-inch wide bed. These were just planted yesterday. You can see the 3 rows. It was planted with earthway seeder, and you can see it's very damp. And I'm going to spend the next 8 to 9 days until these germinate to make sure that these beds stay absolutely wet. If not, you've wasted seeds and you've wasted time. So blessings over you, your family, your garden. Go in and check out that video that we had about 3 weeks ago on me planting those carrots. You can see how we did it. And then you're able to see the results that, yes, they can germinate and do well in that setting. So blessings over you, your family, your backyard garden. We know you're going to do great this year. We always have a couple of videos up on the screen. Check those out. We always appreciate when you like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Let us know how you do with your carrots. Talk to you soon. I'm Jeff. Talk to you soon from Whirlwind Family Farm.